What's up? We're back. Where are the keys at? My name is Eli. Beside me, I got
Leroy. Your boy's here again.
And over the other side, we've got
Ray Dot.
And someone who ain't been here for ages.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, that's wrong.
Killmonger's in the house.
Killmonger, yes.
All right, so
Wakanda.
loads of things to talk about today, but I think the thing we've got to start with is BAME and what's been going on with BAME in the UK this week. What is BAME?
I don't like that word.
Does anyone know what BAME stands for?
Yes, Black Asian Minority Ethnicity.
Yeah.
I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
It's like a bundle, isn't it? They just bundled us all in together.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me, the word BAME.
Really?
You don't mind that, Ash?
It don't. Because like normally whenever they say it's from black communities, it's always black Asian minority communities anyway. So they give us a name, if they say label it BAME, it's no different to them saying black Asian. That's basically what they're saying, but they're just shortening it in it. So that's I don't have no problem with the word BAME.
Rather than just call me a black guy, not a BAME guy.
They don't bundle like Italians and French and all that and call them a name, do they?
That's true.
So
Maybe
that's my issue
So
with it.
what would you class if they were mentioning Italian? Do you think they call them Caucasian, or do you think they just said Italian?
Let's say Italian, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you? So
Or
what they say
European.
black British is that's how they will say your name, like kind of thing.
It's
I
crazy, isn't it?
understand.
Because
Yes,
it
it
goes
is.
back to that whole of that we're not black, we're wherever our origins are, but
Yeah.
we don't know our origins necessarily. you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, like black is already a catch-all. Like you can't certain like a Nigerian ain't gonna want to be called Jamaican or be called black as
Black
one
Caribbean.
under.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So black is already a catch-all statement,
Yeah.
and so we're already in this subsection, and now we're in a subsection in the UK of BAME.
I
and
don't
feel
like the word BAME. I never have. But yeah, I hear what Eli's saying, where it feels like you're in a bundle, and it's a bigger bundle than it ever should be.
Okay, so what would you want to be? So if they was talking on the news saying a group of black man, would you want to be say black man or black British? But how do you want to be seen? Like, because you gotta be something, innit? You know, because I'm black, but I want to be I'm Jamaican. I'm not. I wanna say British. I'm not gonna be. Go,
Yeah,
oh,
but
yeah, I'm not
if they
British.
see you on TV, they don't know you're Jamaican, do they? They just
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
they
it's
shouldn't
true.
be just saying, "Oh, the BAME,
Yeah.
the BAME community." They should be
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, it's the black community."
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
part, you know what I mean?
Black males
We're addressing the black community,
yeah,
or
so-
we're addressing the Asian community.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
BAME. We're talking to BAME and just all of the BAME people. Nah, bro, nah.
Yeah, but they always put us with blacks and Asian, don't they? So it's always blacks
Why?
and Asian.
What the
That's-
heck have we got in common with Asian people?
true.
About as much as we've got in common with white people.
Skin color.
Very true.
Complexion, that's it.
That's
Literally
it. The
That's literally what it
complexion.
is.
That is
That's
what it
literally
is.
what it is, right?
That is the complexion. That's why they put us in that category. That's why they put us together, black and Asian, because we got the same skin complexion.
Do you know what I mean?
For me, BAME basically suits me because I got black in me,
yeah.
Chinese in me, and I got Indian in me.
I've got the multinational.
So
yeah.
it's like I'm BAME. You know what I mean?
That's why he's the true BAME man.
That's
yeah.
why-
That's why he likes it.
That's why I actually got a problem
That's why he
with
likes it.
Yeah.
He's a true BAME man.
BAME. However, I feel like with BAME, yeah, they put us in BAME, and it's deeper than what we think it is. It's not a quick catch-all word for the news. They're repeating that word, but when you see it from the other side, BAME is a way to put people together when it comes to funding and things like that. So schools will say, "Oh well, we ain't got that many." If they just have black and there's funding streams to support black people, and they've got 2 black people, they ain't getting that funding.
Yeah.
But if it's for BAME, then they can count all the Asians in that too. They can count all the other minorities in that too, whether it's travellers or whether it's people that are whatever other kind of religion or race.
No, good point.
But what are you
That's
going to
true.
say, Ash?
If you're looking at it in a large picture like that, so yeah, cool. I get that. I get that. If you want to, when you're looking at it like that, then I can see your point. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can see your point definitely.
It's like so I put in the group the BBC article.
Yes.
Yeah. About the
I
UK
think
industry, yeah.
The UK music
Music
industry
industry,
is
yeah.
now rebelling against BAME. So they're saying we think it's a catch-all term that's not benefiting anyone. Like it's not benefiting us, it's not benefiting Asians. And so they're getting rid of the term, but then they've got the term urban.
Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I linked to the other article. And in America, when George Floyd first got killed, Universal, I think it is, the label Drake's on anyway, came out and said we're getting rid of the word urban in our label. And that made me think, damn, why did they make the word urban? And there was a conversation in the comments. And what does urban mean to you?
We looked it up.
We looked it up before we came in. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
We looked it up.
It's got no association with any
No colour.
no colour, nothing,
No
no.
group of
people or
no
no.
group of people. It's in relating to or characteristic of a town or city.
Yes, a built up area.
Yeah.
Basically.
So why use the word urban?
Urban
Exactly.
music, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're built up.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
But urban, to me, when they say urban, they mean black, don't they? It's almost
Yeah.
like
Literally.
That's all
you
I
ever
see.
spoke to. Sometimes you speak to white people and they've got to say the word black next. I always watch to see how they're going to say it. And they say it quiet, don't they? They go
Yeah.
black.
Yeah. You
And
know,
urban's just it makes it easier to say.
there's people that I talk to and they're like, yeah, I like urban music. And I'm like, what is urban music? I don't understand what urban music is.
It's just a creative
You know,
genre
just-
and that.
It's
Yeah.
the same like BAME. It's the same like BAME. It's a way to remove you from what you've created or what you deserve. So it's no longer urban music, right? It's no longer black music. It's urban music.
Yeah.
So now anyone can make money from it. Anyone can do it. Anyone can say they originated it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Extra first came out and it was the whole phrase was new black music? BBC Radio 1 Extra. Don't say that no more.
No.
Don't say that no
urban.
more.
Urban music.
I don't know if they say urban, but
They
Yeah,
say
it's
urban
urban
music.
now.
Urban
Yeah.
music.
but we've got BBC Asian Network. But we ain't got BBC Black Network. We've got 1 Extra. I could do a Bangla record today, yeah, and it could be the baddest Bangla record ever. But I still got to call it Asian music. It's not like urban or
Yeah.
South urban music or
Of course.
something.
Yeah.
But look at our music.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very true.
BAME.
Well, we
Goddamn
gotta earn a
shame.
small percentage of our music. That's the issue we have there as well.
Yeah. That's me.
Artists and
You know.
all these companies are, you know what I mean? Artists are the black. You got the black artists, but you got the actual people that's running them is white. You know, so
Dominantly, yeah.
predominantly, yeah. You know, so we don't have that. We need that. We 100% need that, definitely.
Yeah, I think
For
that.
us, you know what I mean? Because it goes back to when you were saying the other day on your podcast about coaching. You have all these young black players coming through, but they don't have black coaches coaching them.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like they would understand them more.
Yeah.
You know, because
But you know, the biggest crime is the major difference with the coaching is football was never ours. We didn't make it. We didn't invent it.
Yeah,
we didn't popularize it. But like black music was ours. Soul music was ours.
Yeah.
Rock and roll music was ours.
Yeah.
That was us. Hip hop
Yeah.
was ours. And then it kind of just got taken away and said, well, yeah, everyone can do it, and that's fine, and we know that. Like there's some wicked white R&B
course there
and
is.
rappers and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But that taking away the name of black music then says it's not even yours. You're just doing it like we're just doing
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes away. What have we got left?
Yeah.
What have we got that we made? Not that we're trying to take and make ours own,
No.
but what have we got from our culture, from our history, from our creativeness? What have we got left that ain't
Hard
been
work.
taken away or destroyed?
So sad. It's true. It's very, very true.
we have nothing.
We've got our hair left in it, Ash.
Our hair, yes.
So y'all need to get your lot.
Actually, have we still got our hair left? That's a debate.
Well, I got mine.
Do you have
Right now.
My barber told me I've got true Negro hair.
Yeah, my
My hair
texture's
is
gone now
true
because
Negro hair.
of relaxing and stuff back in the days.
I need to start locking your hair.
Yeah, relaxer. You have a relaxer.
Yes, I did.
Grass.
Yeah, when
Back in the
I
day,
was having my when I had my plaits.
Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. But my hair texture's still gone that kind of way. Like I do have some.
How come certain one of our friends who had relaxing hair still tough then? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
His hair he ain't got none of that, has he?
That's true. His hair got back to the afro.
He's still got wire brush.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, our hair is ours. Your
Yeah.
hair is going to grow how your hair is going to grow. We've got tighter hair, whatnot, thicker hair. But like we don't own the styles anymore. Like we're not the only one rocking our hairstyles.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones selling. Well, we're not the ones selling our hair products at all, are we? I mean,
No.
your barber
No,
told you
we
got Negro hair. Was your barber black?
You know that. Hey, hey.
Oh man, you know my barber is.
not drunk enough.
Fool. Shout out to a barber, but what I'm saying is we don't own our hair at any point. The only part of our hair we own is that we can grow it.
I thought you went to
We don't do it.
Italians.
Nah. Leroy dropped that long time ago.
Oh, see, because remember back in the day, yeah, Leroy used to go into some weird
Giovanni or
shops.
something like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
Allow me.
Yeah, used to get spread them around.
Wow. Years ago, yeah.
Years ago, yeah.
Years ago.
It
was hard to get in there, though.
Like,
That's
why? Back
Yeah.
in seas now.
Yeah.
What's the difference in going to the Italian man or Asian man?
Man, I'm just saying.
They're hating on me, and
Like,
it
it
my
seems
face
funny.
weren't that good back in the
But
day.
when you think about it, like it's just still someone from another culture doing your hair.
Yeah, it's just
like
do they know how to cut that kind of hair? That was
That's
dirty
the
for you.
question I'd ask. Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
dissing. I'm not dissing. Shout out to Z. I'm not dissing any barbers that are not black
I've been
at all.
with
Nah.
Z for many years now,
Yeah,
before
man.
even the shed.
Women's hair shops. How many black women's hair shops are there in Ipswich, London, Birmingham, Manchester?
those are things that we need to explore, whether or not we support it enough, or do we have the people that actually want to go into doing that.
We definitely support our music, and we definitely don't own it. That's one thing for a
Yeah,
fact.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So where were we going with this? We were going somewhere, Leroy.
Urban.
We're off track, isn't it?
We ran off track.
I got it off track as I always do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's BAME. BAME is hopefully disappearing. I don't think it will disappear from politics, but
No.
you watch. When some Indian man does something, they're gonna like, I don't know, whatever crime he commits, murder someone, that's gonna go on the stat against BAME. And that's gonna affect us. And on the reverse side, when we do something, that's gonna go on the stat against them.
Exactly.
And so that stuff affects everything about your life and the way people see you,
Do
because
you
you're,
think when you're on holiday, say you're on holiday and something happened on holiday, they report it on the news, do you think, and they go, a British couple, do you think if you you and your missus went on holiday, they report it like that, a British couple was in an accident in so-and-so, or you think they report it as
Yeah.
a black
Yeah. Black man.
I don't
man
know.
and his wife was in an incident in Spain? How do you think they will report that?
That's a good point, actually.
Do you know what I mean? If you think
Ah.
they'll report you as you're British, so how would they go? Oh, a British. You know,
Thing
or
is-
they will report you as a black.
With the media, I just feel they're always pushing an agenda, so I feel that they'll present it as a black
Yeah.
rather than a British couple.
what, because they don't want us to be British, or so they don't want the British representative to look like us. Is what you're
course not.
saying?
Of course
Only
not,
in
I don't
sports.
think so.
Yeah, only
Yeah,
in
only
sports,
sports.
yes. But
You know.
when you're doing something good for the country, or when you're you know what I mean? Come on now.
Which leads on to another great point. So, Marcus Rashford has been a big advocate for kids going hungry, and obviously in the holidays for making sure that these kids don't go hungry.
Big move.
So, this week, obviously, the government has decided against pushing out the
Free
free
school
school
meals, innit?
meals. Yeah, free school meals for kids who are on holiday
For the half term.
Through the half term, yeah. So, you know, and you have to take out the government side of it, the politics side of this, and you got to look at it as a human perspective. Now, for me, no one should go hungry. I mean, like, you know, there's millions of people going hungry around the world. There's nothing that we could do to help that, you know. But for particularly in this country, I feel that the government can easily help those kids, you
Yeah.
know. And there's been talk about them getting pay rises and so forth, the government officials and stuff. And it's like, come on, man. Like, and some of the comments that I was reading as well was about, there was a guy who was saying,
This is a guy from the government.
yeah, a guy from the government said basically
politician.
there's been kids going hungry for years. It's like, so what? That makes it right.
They know there's no consequence for them.
no comeback. Exactly. That's it.
What can you do?
Another one that go,
Yeah.
parents need to take ownership of this. Like parents are struggling to.
Everyone's
To-
struggling
exactly,
out there. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Right now,
Especially at this
everyone
time,
is
yeah.
struggling.
This
Yeah.
is why they're pushing this, so that these kids can get the food that they need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why?
It's just horrible. Like I said, from a
Why
human point of view, like how can these people sleep with saying a comment like that? You know,
They're
kids
happy
are
to
going
help
hungry.
people that's like just on the dole. They're happy to give them free money, but not really fork out. Like say, take away a pound from each one of these people that you're giving these money every fortnight to, and say, okay, we put that towards the kids.
That can go a long way.
Of course it can.
Millions of people in this in this country is on dough. So taking that away, that's a lot of money you can get to put towards that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that they can't. There's no way they can say they can't do it. Like, you know, cut these dough money for these people that ain't trying to do nothing with their life.
Furthermore, cut giving all that money to the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lockdown, I think lockdown has taught me that the government has money stashed.
Yeah.
Like, they find money when they need it.
When they need it, exactly.
They found billions.
Yeah.
Magic money just pop up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, they're tight, and we're living this 10 years of conservatives trying to build back and put the deficit back to where they want it to be, put us back in the green.
But next week,
then all of a sudden,
£1 billion to give out to
we're going to give 1.5 billion to the theatres. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Where does money come from?
We need the arts, but damn, like, you can't give kids a free meal.
Exactly.
You know what the tax is gonna like, because you gotta have an increase in tax here.
I'm telling you, that's quadrupling next year.
Imagine like for people that's like even through the whole time they've never been on furlough, they've been just constantly working. Their tax is going up, like literally. So you're taking the same hit as a person that's been furloughed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose everyone, that's how it works in.
Yeah,
of course, everyone pays for everyone.
Yeah, of course. But
that is how it happens. I don't mind paying for them. I just think the government, because you know, one day you're going to need that support as well. So you might have to pay out sometimes. But the government are just so focused on a certain group of people with a certain amount of money and live in certain areas that the rest of them, they literally laugh at us on the news and say,
it's the rich protecting the rich. That's what it is. You know, the rich are protected. But
and Labour are there going, you shouldn't be doing this. But I guarantee if Labour are in,
it'll be the same way.
they ain't that much different.
Yeah.
So I mean, the people who are in that government or in those seats and those ministers and not, they're living next door to each other. They're in the same bars
together. When Tony Blair and them man were in power, I never had so much money in my life.
This man was getting tax rebates for fun. I got one tax rebate. I see this tax rebate. I open it. I was getting gas. I was like, tax rebate.
Yeah, because that's what my amounts are.
£23. When you see man getting good
I got
tax rebates.
I got $1,500 1 year and then over $1,000 the second year. Yeah.
Bring back Labour. Come Tony. Where's Tony at, bro? Bring Tony back.
Mind you, I was on emergency tax. I didn't know I was on emergency tax then, but I felt like I won the lottery. Honestly, that was wicked. So you
imagine that with the Conservatives, where they're aiming their focus more at the upper class people, they're getting them kind of favours and tax breaks and all that now.
Of course.
And don't necessarily need it.
No.
I mean, I think if you work hard, you should be able to get your money. Like if you're in a high tax bracket or whatever. Yeah. But when there's a crisis like what there is now, they need to start freezing some of that and filtering some of that down to these kids.
I agree. Yeah. But it's the way of the world. It's not only here that it happens.
I feel sorry for God.
I do think Rashford will win his case in the end.
I hope so, because they did a U-turn last time.
Yeah, they did a U-turn last time.
Big up Rashford anyway for that.
Yeah, I do think he'll end up getting what he wants, and the children won't. They can't do that, man.
I like the fact that sports people are doing more now.
Yeah,
I think it's the time we're in, the area we're in. I think it's more like seen as like a good thing for them to do these things. Whereas I think back in the 90s, those times you would just be.
I guess it wasn't
differently. You know
I guess it wasn't highlighted more then as well, because obviously now you've got the social media and stuff. You can't get away from anything now, really. But you know, back then they didn't have that kind of platform and stuff. So
black people have role models now, with like footballers as role models. Before they had them as role models, but they were more like your sports hero. You know what I mean? They wasn't like seen as someone that
you liked them for what they done on the pitch.
That was it. Like you like them for their sports, but now you start to like them for what they do on the pitch and off the pitch.
Yeah, because you can see that they've got a voice and that they've got actual...
And they're using it.
You know,
they're pushing it.
Is that dangerous, though? Should we let sports people just be sports people?
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one because
yes, I understand sports people can be sports people, but, you know, if it's something that you see, you should be able to talk up. Yeah. And I mean, you it's whether they people are going to judge it as being a political side of things as well, leaving politics out of it. I think because people say obviously you're a sportsman, shut up and just do your job. You know, you had that person in America where LeBron was
shut up and dribble.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
Michael Jordan told him.
I just think like they had a voice. They have a voice just like anybody else. So if they want to, like, not every footballer is going to be able to do that. It's like not every one of them is going to be that kind of person to do that. You know what I mean? They're not going, but we shouldn't expect them to be all. If one ain't doing it, the other one, and that's this one's doing well. We don't really like this one because he ain't pushing the right agenda, and this one is. This one is. You know what I mean? They should be allowed to be a footballer, as you know what I mean. If they're really just that's what they want to be. Like, you just look at them as a footballer. You know what I mean? I
think as a footballer or any tennis player, whatever, golf,
in sports,
that could affect your fan base, can't it? Because what if some of your fan base are like, yo, I don't want to hear that politics, then they might not really follow you or buy your shirt or buy your trainers or whatever.
Don't be my fan then.
Yeah, but it's easy to say. That's easy to say.
That's what I would say.
It's like,
but I'm playing,
but that's money.
You're thinking their money aspect.
Yeah, that's money. Like, you could say that as maybe if
this is the person I am. You know, like me for me. If you like me for my sports ability, but don't like me for what I'm talking about, then you have to come with the two. Like, you can't like me for that and not like me for that. So therefore, don't be my fan because I'm bringing both of these together.
If you're in the leagues of, like, say, let's say Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, if you're in that kind of level, they ain't worried about if they got a massive fan base or not. Like, they're doing their job on the pitch. Like, they're doing what they're doing what they love on the pitch. Like, they're not worried about whether or not they got massive fan base. If 1 million person don't like them, they still got like another 30 million people that likes them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
But when the numbers come in, right, and they go to name me a good footballer, I don't know them. Someone with a big deal, Messi, yeah. Messi comes in and Messi said something that loads of people don't agree with and really goes ham on it. And who's he with? Adidas or something? Nike. Adidas. Adidas come back and says, do you know what, Messi, your boots, the sales are down 13% this year. We think we're measuring it up with our data that says when you start saying this, people started buying. So now it's going to affect your sales going forward and your cut going forward. You don't think that he'll care about that?
I just think he can just go, all right, cool, I just go to.
That's how I'm going to prove or something. Yeah,
I represent Puma.
Yeah.
Money talks, man.
Messi's got a big name still. Messi.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
For kids.
So
the thing is, so the fan base for kids, in fact, kids grow up loving Messi. Kids ain't gonna understand what he's like, you know, if he says something and so forth.
Kids don't buy trainers and football boots.
Kids don't buy them.
Parents still gonna buy it for them, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, listen, Messi says black people don't deserve equal rights, like someone on his show said, yeah?
Oh, wow.
And then your son goes, I want some Messi boots. I want some Messi boots. Are you buying him Messi boots?
No. But look what you said. That's what I'm saying.
Other people will. Other people will.
Yeah, but you've lost Raymond though, right? So, and probably everyone else who thinks the same way as him.
I don't think he would do that anyway. I don't think he'd ever say that.
But some people,
that's extreme. Like, that's something.
You know, like LeBron said something that was. LeBron James said something. I can't remember the words about Black Lives or whatever. Of course, and there was a big backlash from the white fans who were kind of in America. You know, they're quite split, and white fans who were kind of neutral and didn't want to be part of it. And they stopped buying his stuff, like there was some socks or something like that, and they stopped supporting him. So they're not going to buy their kids.
Does that affect him in any way?
Yeah, financially it will, I'm sure.
How?
Yeah.
You think he's going to miss like 10 million? If
he's not the boss.
That 10 million,
he's not the boss, is he? Nike the boss.
Yeah, but okay, if he's missing, but that's still going to come out of his cut, yeah? So if they say, okay, you're 10 million short this year because of this, that, and the other, cool. You think he's going to worry about that?
But he'll have other endorsement.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. These big timers have got
LeBron James,
so much money.
LeBron James is the most popular sports person in America.
They got one more deal though.
But not every player is LeBron James though. So if you've got one endorsement deal from some company in Ipswich,
LeBron James, yeah. So I'm just giving you that point.
But he's the one person who might survive.
How much do we think it affected Tiger Woods when he was losing all his deals? He was losing quite a lot of deals, wasn't he?
Big time. Okay. I was depressed for years.
That weren't the only reason he's depressed.
Listen,
that weren't the only reason he's depressed.
Rich people is always depressed. Rich people always seem to be depressed.
You're telling me his depression had nothing to do with him, of like the financial losses?
I think it was more personal.
I think it's more personal. I think it's a lot like
more personal.
I think personally,
that definitely would be like.
I think him losing some of those deals.
Yeah.
I think he was fine. He's set anyway. Tiger Woods is a massive name. He had massive money.
If you think the amount of wins he had to get to before he had to make his name, before he became big time, of course he's got money piled up before there.
Yeah.
The deals come when you become big time. They don't come
See
before
how
you're
much he
big
gave
time.
his wife in settlement. But you can give out money like that in settlement.
So far, we talked about Lionel Messi, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Possibly the three biggest names for the last 20 years, yeah?
Well, who do you want to talk about?
What about the local player who plays at Ipswich Town and starts making statements then? Is he
But
going
they're not
should he
big
be
time.
doing that?
But they're not
Yeah,
big, they're not
but
big
what
time,
I'm
so it's
saying
not going to
is
affect them
that could affect
financially.
him.
They're sponsored
Of course
by
it could.
Nike, yeah. So even if Nike say that will mess up your endorsement deal, they don't have no shoes with them. They don't have they're just sponsored by Nike. Pay them to wear their shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they literally.
So Nike might just say, we're cutting you off.
Yeah. So then they just go to another boot company. It's not.
They've still got a big name. They've still got a big name, so they can easily go somewhere else.
that-
If you're a young player, you're like, all right, cool. I'll just go to another. Just go and get another.
So political statements have no impact on your ability
Of course, we're saying it does, but we're not saying
For what? It's not that big a deal, you're saying?
You're saying it like it's
Unless they
be all or
understand the
end
deal.
all. That's basically how you're saying it. The way you're saying it is like
I think
it's a
it,
be all or end all.
I think it is.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Nah,
a
I
be
don't
all or
think it
end
is.
all.
I don't think it is. I think there's still other sports brands who would happily take these people because
So,
they've got a huge
alright,
name.
Eli, let me give you this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Rashford say something outlandish and then people go crazy for a few years. England then make it to the World Cup final. He banging a
scores
hat
a winner.
trick. What do you think happens then?
You think they'll forget it?
They love the man.
Come on,
He's
man.
a
You don't
national
understand.
hero.
Immediately
brought up
become a
the World
hero.
Cup.
Easily.
He's a hero.
Like, come on.
I don't know, man.
Eli,
I think
man.
I don't know. I think it's very difficult to
It's not. It's
to get over them things. It
No,
is-
because I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, you had Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
Played England, okay?
Okay.
Managed to provoke Wayne Rooney because obviously he's his teammate at Man United. Provoked him into
Cup
getting
final.
himself sent off, right?
in the World Cup, yeah.
In the World Cup. The media went nuts, hated Ronaldo.
Yeah.
United fans still love him.
Yeah.
So therefore, he ended up building himself up to a point where the world loved him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know,
He's
that's forgotten
still-
about.
Yeah, he's still
He's
one and two in the world.
Exactly.
Do you think that's even across all races? Do you think black people can come back
That's a
like
good
that?
point, actually.
I don't know about
I don't know
black
about
people,
that, to
though.
be fair.
Do you think though, like mass popularity? Do you think? Because I thought this when because you had a point there, and that just made me think about what happened with who are the guys who present the jungle thing? Celebrity. I'm a celebrity.
Oh, Anne and Dec.
And one of them.
Black people ain't come back from that.
No.
I thought that one a few months back. When
I thought,
that
yeah,
came out,
this
I
guy
was
was drink driving. They were going out on how we could have killed someone.
like, three
Yeah.
times, innit? 3 times he got
Next
caught
year,
driving,
I'm
man.
seeing him on telly, big smile. The other
Yeah.
day he was on the
They locked
news.
him off for a little while.
Yeah,
though.
they did lock
I do
him
have
for a
to
little
say
while.
that.
But-
They didn't have him on TV
Where he was
for a
going
little
for a
while.
rehab,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
But they were going to let him
Yeah.
come back. They were
Soon as
building that
rehab
story
done,
for him to
back.
come back.
Yeah, cool.
And so with sports, is it different then? That they can just come back?
I don't
Sports
know.
All
Because
it
I would
is-
expect Ronaldo to be able to come back
But
in the
in
public
sports,
eyes.
all it is just basically do your job on the pitch.
Do your
Like
job, what you're
if
paid
you
to
say
do.
something off for me and they may scrutinize you, but if you're doing something on the pitch, if you're winning games and goals
Yeah.
and scoring all these goals for your country
Winning
and
trophies.
your team and winning trophies,
Did it affect Ashley Cole?
So basically, you're trying to put out there: are black? Would it be reversible for black people?
It got there,
Can
yeah.
we
I
come
was
back?
losing battle first of all. When I
Can black people come back?
First of all,
Me, I had him up, boy,
I had
and then he
to keep it to the black people thing because that's the only way I could get something in there.
I see what you're trying to say, and I get it.
I get
do
it, but you can come back
Can
when it
black
comes
people
to
come back from
sports.
controversy?
Yeah.
It's just all you gotta do is just win stuff, man.
When you do your job,
yeah,
I'm trying to think of black people that were controversial and came back. I suppose in America, Muhammad Ali came back in the public's eyes and they loved him
Yeah,
again.
but you know what he was pushing was absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
he could come
Yeah.
back.
But-
OJ was still loved.
It always.
that's true. OJ came back.
OJ got obliged, man.
OJ came back.
Who love OJ Marlin?
Ooh, I never even used to
I never
watch
really knew about it. Man. I know watch
football,
American
to
football.
I
exactly.
just knew him from.
from the case. That's it.
I knew him from
Literally.
Roots. That's all I know him from.
I only know him
football too.
from OJ. If
Case.
the glove don't fit,
Yeah, you can't
You must
quit.
have quit.
Yeah, you must have quit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But no,
Yeah, but I do think sports is a good equalizer for sports and entertainment for black people. Is
I mean,
is a
I
good
feel-
equalizer.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, most of us ain't
I feel Tyson came back.
Yeah, in that lane.
I feel that Tyson came back from his
From the
whole
ear
thing.
thing.
From his,
From
from
the
the rape. He came back,
Yeah.
yes.
There's a lot of things he came back.
Yeah, he
from.
come back from.
But I think with Tyson, you just love him, innit? It's like
If Tyson raped the white woman, will he come back? You think the public would like him?
yeah, still
Yeah?
yeah.
What about if AJ did it?
Huh?
AJ,
point.
if AJ did it, if Anthony
Good
Joshua
point.
did it,
Raped the white woman?
do you think he could come back?
No.
Nah.
In 2020, no one's coming back. But in the 90s,
Yeah.
it's a bit different. There wasn't this big public agenda going on.
You know what I'm
Public
like?
power.
I'm like Dave Chappelle, and you know Dave Chappelle go, okay, I'm the man that goes, okay, what did he do? I want to know the scenarios first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did this scenario? Because you don't just go to a man's. What the Tyson one? She turned up to his hotel at like 3 a.m. or something
Yeah.
like that.
She, well,
Yeah.
I don't want to
What's
say
her name again?
I don't even know what her name
She's
was.
pretty, man. She's the
But
one
it's true.
in
You're going back to a hotel at 3 a.m. in the morning. You ain't going back there for coffee. You're going to go back there for a little apple juice or something, are you?
Game of Scrabble.
I know. Let's go play some Scrabbles.
Let's play Monopoly.
gosh.
You ain't going back there for that.
It's a
3 a.m. in the morning.
touchy subject. There.
It is.
It is a
I'm
touchy
setting up
subject.
some criteria here, right? So
Yeah, man. Let's get out of this
Here we
subject.
go.
the
Boy.
criteria is black people can come back if they're sports or entertainers, and if the victim is another black person, then they're then they can
That's
be
what
fully
you
redeemed.
say.
That's what you're
that's my
saying.
criteria. I'm going to write a book. The criteria for getting fair justice.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
But
It's
no,
true.
it's
There's overt racism doesn't really happen anymore. I'll tell you what happens. It happens in comments a lot. If you look on comments, you'll see it on
yeah, of course you do. You
posts.
do. I read a lot of comments when I read an article.
Yeah, but
Just see
it
what
don't
people are
happen. It's to the point now when a lot of like local, especially local media, Ipswich, whatever it's called, Star, even in the Star website, they disable comments as
Yeah,
soon as they
on some of the stuff.
realise it's going to be something that people
Yeah.
say something racist in.
Yeah, there was something recently. I can't even remember what the article went. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bypass this. I can't remember how the article went, but I know the comments were disabled because it was going down that route.
It's crazy.
There was something I saw on on Facebook a few weeks back, and it was about it was about Black Lives Matter, but it was about the kneeling of football.
Yeah.
And it's about Ipswich Town actually, and some fans were like, "Oh, I think we should just stop this kneeling stuff now. It's gone on too far." And da 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 da. Actually, the Black Lives Matter movement is actually racist anyway, rah rah. And there was the most amount of abuse going backwards and forth
Really?
on there. I was like, how do people just find time to this?
Yeah,
It's opinion, isn't it? That's the thing with that. Like,
I don't mind people having their opinion, but as soon as they start
being
coming with,
racist,
you know what I mean?
nasty
Yeah.
of it. Yeah,
But sometimes when I was reading some of them, I was getting angry, and I thought some of these people don't even realise the things they're saying is racist anyway.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's what
So
I
it's
mean.
like, what?
That's why, like, you know, just some people just you can't get into arguments
No,
with some people
you
because they
can't.
just don't understand at all what they're saying or what you know why it's offending somebody. They just don't understand.
But they don't realise against
Yeah.
the whole culture
There was
they've
one
got.
woman that I used to work with.
Yeah.
She doesn't work with me no more, but she was we were friends on Facebook, and she was a fellow Liverpool fan as well, and like you know would talk about football and so forth. All good, but there was a couple of articles that was coming out, and she was commenting on them. I was like, nah, I don't think you understand quite what you're saying here.
Yeah.
And there was one in particular where Liverpool were linked with another black player. And she was like, why are we getting all these black players in? We shouldn't be getting these black players in, blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
What?
how could you be a Liverpool fan and you're saying about...
What?
Because the black players in our
Like
team
Johnny
at the
Barnes,
moment
mate.
are serious. You know what I mean? I'm thinking...
but why
And
would
then-
you say
You know,
black
Johnny
players?
I know.
Why-
I know. She linked with another black player. Why are we linked with another player?
It should
And
be
in
the
the end...
class, not the colour. You know what I mean?
And then there was another, and then that was with the whole Black Lives Matter with you know where people were going out on marches, and then there was people, there was pictures of people on the beach and so forth, and she was like, "These are the kind of people with the Black Lives Matter. These are the kind of people who are going to make us get a second wave of COVID." And I was like, so I commented that one morning I just got riled, and I was like, right. So what about the pictures you've also put in about people being on the beaches? Are you going to say anything about that?
Yeah.
And she came back with something stupid. In the end, I just deleted her because I was like, I can't. be associated with people like this at all.
I don't know if people are really overt racist in the comments, or if they're just fed up and they're just calling people names and just like, oh, I had enough of you, I want to shut you down, because there can't be this many people that are racist like that. I'm seeing when certain statements get put out. There's one put out yesterday, I'll show you afterwards, and this morning had 98 comments from this one statement that someone made.
Wow.
And I was like, people were that offended by that, and then people were going back and forth in the comments.
Really?
And they're people that I know, and I'm thinking, we're looking at this.
Yeah.
You can't come and speak to me in the street like I don't know you just said that. It's crazy.
Of course. Yeah, no, I hear that. It just anything, just the way the world is going, it's just
division, isn't it? There's a lot of division. America, we follow America, and they're divided, man.
They're
divided,
massive,
hard divided.
You find out what's happening in a few weeks' time, anyway. You find out if Trump's still there or not.
He's going to win, isn't he?
100%. I can't see him not.
I can't see him not winning, but it would be very interesting if he doesn't.
For me, it's like when you look at the two candidates, you're thinking, boy, it's like voting for the lesser evil, right?
Yeah. Because I'm watching a debate, right? I don't even know if I want to say this on the podcast. I'm watching a debate the other day, and it's terrible. But Trump threw a few things in, and I thought, you're right, He's like looking at that man Biden. He's like, yeah, but you signed the bill that put all the black people in prison.
He said stuff like,
and he was like, say something like that, and he was like, he couldn't say nothing. So I'm thinking, Americans are stuck between these two people.
Yeah.
Trump, he come out with, what did he say? He said, I'm not racist.
Look
him up. What is something about the audiences?
I can't see him. It's dark. It's too dark out
I
there.
can't see my audience colour. They're all dark. It's all dark. I was like, what's this guy?
That's a Freudian slip right there, wasn't it? Yeah. Because he was definitely, but yeah.
That was so stupid. I was like, you just got caught there, bro. Got ya. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that documentary that I was watching last night was talking about the power of a vote, and like we're saying.
Was it a 2020 thing?
I can't remember when that documentary came out. To be fair, it might be a couple of years old, but it was a really good documentary. And they were talking about the voting system in America and so forth. And first, it was so basically these some of these laws that are in America appeal to white men only. Like they say, like honestly, when you read some of the bills and stuff, it's like that only white men can vote and so forth. And it was crazy. And then obviously you had black men who were then allowed to vote. Yeah. But some of the black men were getting voted into power in America. So like basically white men were looking and thinking, right, how can we change this? Yeah. And they then start to write bills to basically say, how can we say a black man can't vote without saying a black man can't vote? And it was kind of stuff like that. And also they're talking about women voting as well. Women weren't allowed to vote at that time as well. But it was really good. I mean, like down in the South, they were saying that there was a guy. So basically, black men then weren't allowed to vote, and there was a guy who went away to one of the wars and came back, and he was like, "Nah, I basically fought for this country. I can vote.
I need to vote." Yeah.
So he then went and voted that same night. Like he got a knock at his door, so he's come out to his doorstep, and like there's a guy standing there. And then there was 2 guys with guns, so he got shot by 3 guys in the end.
They shot him
and killed. Yeah, shot and killed because they changed the law where they said that black people can't vote, but he still went and voted. So basically, they made an example of him. And then you see some of the lynchings and stuff, and then you see some of the signs that were put on people. No Negroes allowed to vote and stuff like that. It's just like crazy.
I was watching
crazy times.
Blackish. You watch Blackish, don't you?
I know what it is. I've never watched it.
I've watched some episodes. Not a lot.
Yeah, you have to. It's
Anthony
quite good.
Anderson.
Yeah, it's quite good because right at the start they're like, whatever the show's about, the episode's about. At the start they show you like historical stuff. And they had one on the voting system the other day, and they were showing how in America what they did when they gave the black people right to vote was let them go through a different hall. And let them vote, so they think they're voting, but they're really not voting. Oh. So literally, all the balloting was not valid at all.
Oh.
So all the time they were thinking they were voting, they was not voting. Yeah. They had a separate door for white people to go through, and a separate door for black people to go through. And black people ballot was not voted, was thrown away basically.
That's what I mean. Yes.
And I was like, when I was watching, I was like, wow.
They're dealing with voter suppression at the moment, aren't they? That still goes on. Just
So in that documentary as well, this was the thing that really got me. So with the black people allowed to vote and so forth, they then started to, because they didn't want the black people to vote anymore, they started to put stuff in place. Like they started putting tests in place and stuff like that, right? So they're putting a test. Yeah, so basically you had to take a test in order to see if you got the mindset, if you're like smart enough to vote.
Wow.
But these tests, you can't answer these questions. And one guy was saying, I got my second and third years of university lawyers to do these tests. Not one of them passed.
Really?
Yeah. White people as well. Not one of them passed this test because they constantly made these answers so you couldn't answer the test.
Yeah,
and it's just like
it's
the
kinda
levels
like-
that people go to.
It's kind of like the remember when I had to go through all that stuff to get like
Oh,
my
yeah.
stay here. It's kind of
That's
like
why I
that.
was more British than us, mate.
Yeah, you
Nah,
definitely. Because some of them questions you show me, I can answer.
answer.
You had to go through the life in the UK test, and I'm like, these questions like British people don't even know. Like you don't even get taught that in school. So
Yeah.
for them to ask me questions like this, and for me to know it, or anyone, because obviously it's not just me. So you got other people that's Africans and so on like that.
Yeah,
you
from
know,
other nations.
from
and that,
anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's for them to know these questions, it's just ridiculous. Like just to get your stay here.
Yeah.
You know?
Didn't you have to kneel down or something?
kneel?
Yeah, didn't you have to kneel down and like say something like the Queen
pledge
or
to the
something?
crown,
I'm sure you had to do something like that.
stand and basically you get like
You had to pledge yourself to the
Yeah.
crown.
so when
You're
you're
like, I've not done it. I've lived it all my life, and I don't have to say
So,
nothing
yeah,
about it.
when it's all accepted and all the rest of it, all my paperwork went through, then you get your certificate. But you have to go to get your certificate. You have to go to a function, yeah, and you have to stand there and take a picture. But they give you
Someone's
take
got
a
that
picture
picture. Who's got that picture?
with some.
have
I
to
got a
see.
picture home. I'll bring it. Next.
No, put it on your Facebook
That'll be
and
a
say
good one. That'll be
British
a
and
good one to
proud.
talk about. We can talk about that, the windbrush and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
Send it
of
to me. I'm
course.
going to put it on the thumbnail for this
No.
video. No, you know.
I'll bring it, and then you can have. It's at my mum's. I left it there.
So what do you have to do? Do you have to dress up or put a hat on or anything?
No,
No?
you just dress up in whatever you want, really.
Okay.
It's just like a.
You wear a
this-
suit.
Huh?
You wear a suit.
Nah, I just wear jeans and shirt. That's it. You can't go in tracksuit or nothing.
Can't go in
like that,
tracksuit,
obviously.
okay, yeah,
No
yeah.
trainers, all that. And then, let me just tell you how they set up. Yeah, you go in there and it's like 2 hours, and then they say whoever opt for to say this pledge, because there's 2 different pledge. Yeah.
What?
So you have to sit on different sides.
Why is there two different pledges?
Say
Man
a
had to
pledge.
pledge
yeah.
himself to the crown.
But
Yeah,
you, but,
literally. That's
but it's
literally
up to
what it
you
is.
which one you want to.
Yeah, so whichever
right,
one
yeah.
you want to do, and then they got a picture of the
It's
queen.
like a wedding vow.
A big picture of the queen, and then
What?
a British flag around. Yeah, and then they
I want to see the picture.
yeah. So then they say you pledge, and then the other group say they pledge, and then they call your name, and you go up there, and you take a picture, and you shake a hand, and you get this certificate that says that you're.
So, do you have to? Do you know stand there and sing the national anthem now? Put your hand over your
You have to
heart
sing
and
it,
start
Ash.
sing
Yeah, I think we have
Did
to
ya?
sing the national.
Go on,
anthem.
Asho. Asho, sing it for me, please.
I don't know.
Do you know the national anthem?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
I don't even know how
I
the
just know-
melody
I know the
goes.
first verse.
How does that? I shouldn't have said that because
Go on,
that's
say
what
it.
hate me.
Yeah, the first bit.
Is that is that our anthem?
What the heck?
How does it go?
That's how, like, I have a dream.
can't-
That's how-
What is our anthem? How's it go? What's the melody?
I know Jamaican one.
The Jamaican anthem.
Yeah.
Jamaica
There's an
one.
interesting
Yeah.
Jamaica land, we love.
That's right, you're not Jamaican, but you're English.
So what we're thinking of on a different subject now. Just
Yeah,
going
go
off-
on, change
just going
subject,
off
man. Do your
subject
thing.
now.
Yeah.
What we think of the whole Wiley chipmunk thing. The little-
Stormzy, yeah, the Stormzy
Yeah,
one.
that's
Stormzy,
Stormzy.
yeah. Wiley,
Yeah,
where you
where did I
Wiley?
get Wiley from?
To be fair,
Stormzy.
Wiley has said if Stormzy hasn't replied that he's gonna send for Stormzy, Dizzy, and
Dizzy.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Stormzy.
Wiley said this.
Wiley said if Stormzy don't reply to Chip, he's coming for their heads. He said 3 heads. He said Dizzy, Stormzy, and Skepta.
Rah!
Skepta.
I don't know why. I don't
What's
know why.
Skepta done?
I don't know why Dizzy or Skepta. But
Why
yeah.
is that? Why is
Obviously dizzy.
How come Stormzy's not replied? You don't think? Because he didn't. Because he replied real fast when it comes to Wiley, didn't he?
I feel
Listen.
like I'm a bit behind on this, right?
Listen.
I just saw these
think,
lately.
I
What
think
is
I
it?
know why he ain't replied.
Listen, yeah, like
You don't
Chip,
want the
Chip
smoke.
said.
Chip don't want the smoke. You don't want
don't
none
run
of
out
Chip
bars,
don't
Run
run
out
out
bars,
bars.
exactly.
Chip don't run out
And
bars.
like
This
when you
man's
see that
danger.
whole petrol station scene, you know what time it is. Chip come
No.
from Murder Man.
Yeah.
So you know, as soon as you see that petrol station,
Why is
boy,
he at the petrol station? I don't
Another
get
shell
it.
garage.
That's where he's
Shelling Man,
That's
isn't
what
it?
that's
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Shelling Man. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what he did last time. Who did he battle? Was it was it Youngin that he battled before?
Is that
And he
what
was
he's done that one?
someone.
Yeah,
I can't
Youngin.
remember. Yeah,
Youngin.
someone he made a diss track for and went to the show garage. So
He's murdering
Yeah.
people out there,
So
boy.
when he goes to the show garage, you know what time it is. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I don't know how it started, but obviously Chip released the video of Stormzy going to his yard, wasn't it?
Yeah, run up his yard,
Yeah,
innit, with a couple
try to run up
booms.
his
So
yard.
he actually
yeah,
released a
couple
video of that.
Yeah, he released a video of it. Yeah,
Before the
'Cause
tunes,
I
yeah,
watched-
Before the tunes, yeah.
Watch the tune and
I-
send the video for us.
I watched this thing the other day, and someone I follow on Insta who knows the people involved, and he said, "Look, I know you'll want to jump to conclusions about saying Stormzy came for him, but actually, what happened is he got his address and he was going to go see him, and his man said, "Look, we're rolling with you. You can't roll without security because you're Stormzy.
I don't know the whole backstory.
You
but
can't
it's
mess with Chip,
interesting.
man.
You
Like
can't.
Chipmunk has got lyrics for everyone.
Exactly.
And he's
That's
got
what he said. He
flows
can't
for
run
flows.
out of bars.
And I think someone like Stormzy, that not going to do no favors
Yeah.
to collaborate
Nah.
or
Nah.
to diss him.
Yeah.
What would you? I wouldn't collaborate. It's like
He
bust you up on the track.
yeah, he wouldn't
He
bounce
made-
you.
They have done a
making
tune
it
before.
rubbish.
Yeah, they got a
Track.
track.
They got a
They
track
got a track
before.
together.
Yeah.
But now, nah, I wouldn't.
I
do
mean, it'll be interesting because someone was saying like, you know, Stormzy can spit. So,
He can.
You know,
I
it'll be
ain't gonna
interesting
lie,
to see if he
murdered.
come back
I
with
think,
something.
I think he murdered Wiley.
Yeah, of course. Wiley got dealt with.
He got burned up.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know, man.
No, he
Yeah,
did,
so.
man. He
I
bun up
thought-
Wiley, bro.
I
He
thought
bun up
I thought
Wiley.
he
Yeah,
dealt
he
with
killed him in
Wiley.
that second one.
Do you
He
Yeah.
mash him up.
I think he did.
Terminal 4.
Yeah.
I like what I think. I just like Wiley.
you know, that line was hard, boy.
He
I
mash
just
up
like-
Wiley, bro.
I think Wiley's brave, man. I like his delivery, so I'd support him whoever he battled.
I do.
He won before he even said anything in my opinion.
No.
He used to listen to the lyrics he like,
you
man.
do.
He like battles Barry, you know.
Battle.
Little
I
lyrics,
supported him
man.
since he was battling Kano.
I love
Yeah,
battles,
since
man.
he
As
lost
long as they don't
Kano,
go
I think he beat him.
over battling, I like battles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like
You like
battles.
battles.
I think it keeps things fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't all be friendly out there.
Because then it's just who's good, who's on their pen game. That's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
what it is. Don't go for one man and then not go for the
This
next
is-
man.
and that's
Don't
what-
back,
that's what
don't
people
back
do.
them. You should have just left that
That's what
smoke.
people do.
So
Yeah.
in even in Chip's tune, Chip said basically like, you know, if you're gonna come at me for something that I said on the verse, you got to go at everyone.
Every man.
You know what I mean?
You gonna
And
come
yes,
at my yard,
exactly.
are you going to
That
roll
is
up
true.
for all indirects you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
I think
true.
I think Stormzy is like quite. He's bigger than Chip
thing is-
on a level
yeah,
that
cool. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got people talking to him and saying, "Look, this is not a
only-
smart move."
commercially.
I don't think he is
Commercially.
commercially. I don't think he's in the grime scene.
But street
Yeah.
wise,
Grime scene where it
you
counts.
got-
I don't think he is.
Nah,
Chips
bro,
are
you got to
gone,
defend
bruv.
that, man.
Yeah.
But he's on another. It's like Cameron dissing Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't making a whole record about Cameron because he's got bigger fish to fry.
Chip is big in the game.
It's
though.
like he's not on that level,
Not
nowhere
commercially,
near that
though.
level.
Not
Not
Commercial,
commercially,
but-
no,
yeah.
but in a
But-
grime
and
scene,
the grime
in the
scene.
grime scene,
But he's
where-
not in the same room.
But,
So,
but,
do you know what I mean?
what I'm saying is, if you're going to claim to be the king of grime,
Yeah.
you have to reply.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
are going to come at you for your throne. You have to reply.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
so that's what I
I
think.
he's the king of grime. But
I think Stormzy had to reply. I think he knows whatever he replies with, he's lost the battle anyway.
he lost
but
because he
still.
took too long. One, he took too long.
How long's
Now,
it been?
to
Like
be
a week?
fair, I don't think
Yeah.
the timing is the issue because I mean, if Chip had that, he was sitting
It's
on that
kinda like
video
when-
from June or July or wherever it was,
Yeah.
so he had a lot of time to
He's probably got
basically
backup
tunes.
as well,
Probably
hasn't
enough
he?
tunes, exactly.
Of course he got backup.
probably not
Just
even,
two out,
he
like-
probably not even scratched the
Nothing.
surface.
Yeah.
I believe what he's got is harder as
Then you
well.
put back and waiting on your reply.
Yeah,
Yeah.
waiting on your reply.
Yeah.
So you know he's
That's
already
when
got the
you know,
backup
bruv.
already.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, so remember the Drake and Drake
Pusha
went
T.
for not the Pusha T one. Let's go back before that. Drake
Okay.
and
What's his name? Mick Mills.
Mick Mills.
Mick Mills.
Drake killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Pusha T, what happened? Man didn't want the smoke.
Yeah.
He came back with his little reply,
Yeah.
and then Pusha T killed him after that.
Yeah.
And then he didn't come back.
He
Because
couldn't.
he knew he lost that one.
He knew he lost, but
You
he
know,
told
the one
him.
says like,
Jay Prince told him not to reply anymore. Because at the end of the day, like, you know,
Nah.
you probably need time.
Yeah,
You don't
think he's
think
right
that.
now.
You don't think he's
Yeah,
right now.
right now. Man. Listen, if I know, I don't know him like that, but I'm saying, why? If Chipmunk come for me, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
What for? This man gonna bust me up in the next one. If I try to go again, you gonna kill me off again.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's a dead war. You know
Turn
you're
up
dead.
at different
Don't
show
run out
garage
of
next
bars,
time.
I would look at Chip. If I'm Stormzy, I'd look at Chip and be like, "You're on your way down in your career. Like you might not be, but Stormzy compared to be like, is it worth
Yeah,
me
but the
battling you?"
thing is, Stormzy cannot talk about money. If he comes back, you can't reply back. You can't talk about money because
not?
that's just, because everyone knows
Shut
that
up
he's.
for a question with my wallet. That's what I say.
Yeah, but everyone knows that he's earning more
Yeah.
money, and he'll talk about it all the time as well. So therefore, like, you can't reply about that. I don't think.
Man, go and come. You come
Yeah.
with whatever arson you got. If you come with
But
money
what-
talk, if you can come.
Yeah, but
with
people
whatever
don't
you
want
have.
That's what I'm saying. What can he come back
exactly.
with, though?
I've been listening to the fans. Some
That's
of the
why he
fans, and the
can't
fans
come
are saying you can't come back with money. Like, you know, I'd have to reply something for my fans at least.
Yeah.
You know, reply a tune. If it get beat up, it get beat up. But at least I said something back. You know what I mean? I tried. You know what I mean?
Once you open
have
that-
to show. You have to show that you
Yeah, but
tried
then
at
he looked
least.
weak though. That's what I'm
Right?
saying. He then looks weak because he got
Exactly.
licks. Right now, he's undefeated in battles. You know what I mean? If you don't reply, you ain't got in the battle. You just got someone just spray bars at you. Do you know what I mean? It's true, you know.
I get
yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
understand that. I understand
You look
that.
bigger, don't you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry,
You're in
man.
a
I'm on this
You're in an
level.
unwanted battle.
Yeah.
But still.
Chips, but murdered Bugsy.
Every man he
Bugsy
murdered
murdered,
everybody.
Murdered youngin.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Chip. He's lyrical. but
Actually,
he's,
that was Bugsy that he went to the petrol station for. Actually,
Oh, was
Not
it?
Youngin. Yeah, Bugsy.
Listen, all I can say is Stormzy's undefeated. You know what I mean? He had one battle. He bust up one man. He don't need to go back in it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? That's what I mean. You don't need to go back. It's like if I was a boxer. I'm a one match and won the title. I'm gone. You ain't see me again.
Undefeated, bruv. I'm
Undefeated.
I got the same as Mayweather. He's undefeated. I'm undefeated.
There
He's
is.
fight 50 more than me, 49 more than me.
Yeah, I'm still undefeated, though, innit?
After saying all that, though, I bet he does come back. I bet he does.
Stormzy?
I bet he does. I bet he
I
has
just
like
think
some
he-
I think
slick
he will.
video
I
and
just think
some.
he'd get ruined.
I think he
I don't
will.
think he should.
Don't get me
playing on
wrong.
the back of his mind.
Don't get me
he knows.
wrong. He has got a chance. He's got a chance of winning a battle. Every man's got a chance.
man-
What, against
But-
Chip?
Yeah,
I think he's just collecting data right now. Collecting intel on Chip.
How can you judge a winner though?
Sorry.
How
Yeah,
do
that's
you
what
know
I'm
who
saying.
won?
Without
Is it by
reply.
views on the video?
Nah,
Like, what is
lyrics.
it?
The lyrics.
But that's how
The
can you judge
lyrics.
that?
Yeah, but he's got to come back for you to like
How do
say.
you judge? How do you
lost
judge
the
the
battle.
Jay Z Nas battle? How did you judge
It's
that?
not. It's never settled. It swings, don't it? From whoever says what. Like I say,
Jigger.
well, that's different because Jay Z didn't make a whole tune about Nas. But like you can't. There's no. It's not like a boxing match. There's no knockout. There's no points.
I'm sure they
Some of
admitted.
them
I'm
lyrics
sure.
knock man
I'm
out,
sure
bruv.
Jay Z admitted that he lost that battle.
Nah,
No,
No way.
I'm sure he did.
Nah.
I don't think Jay Z won that battle. Actually,
Another one.
nah. Jay Z didn't win that
It's a
one.
draw, though.
Jay Z won the game of life, the battle of life.
Yeah, of course, battle of life. But that,
Mind you, Nas made some big money recently, innit?
Nah, man.
He had
Jay-Z won a battle of life, man.
no, but Nas ain't losing though.
Yeah.
Nas invested in that Ring company I was reading the other day.
Okay.
He invested 4 million in Ring about 3 years ago, and Amazon bought them maybe last year, and he made 40 odd million out
what's
of the
the
deal.
what's the Ring company then? What?
Doorbells and
doorbell.
the camera
right.
doorbells
Okay. Yeah.
and like alarm systems.
See.
Yeah,
Some
Nas
of them-
has
yeah,
got
his
some
last
big
album was
investments,
alright,
man.
to be
Yeah.
fair.
Last album was alright, yes.
Yeah.
You didn't like that, did you?
I thought his last album was
The
good.
one
I liked
before
it.
that was.
He
Yeah,
got one
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
He got one
Yeah.
listen. You could probably make 2 amazing albums out of every album he's made. He has wicked songs and
He
not
does.
great albums a lot of the time.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. There is artists like that though, because like for me, an album is where I can put it in from start to finish. If
Yeah.
I can't put it in start to finish, it's not a great
Yeah.
album at all.
Yeah.
And I feel there's a lot of people like a lot of artists like that.
I don't think I got any album I could put in from start to finish because there's a couple of tracks that you don't like.
Not one album.
No.
That's another pod, isn't it? Albums you can play from start to end. You ain't got one album you can play without skipping.
No.
Wow.
Not rap. Not
Any-
just rap.
any album.
Any album.
Any album.
Like an 8 album. No, I don't.
I got several.
There's tracks on there I skip. There's probably so there's a
Nah.
track says the album of 14 and I probably got 2 that I skip.
Music Soul Child. I just
That's what I'm
wanna sing.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
there's probably
saying.
2 I skip off there.
Two. I skip two. What two do you tip on?
I don't know.
I don't know what you skipping on.
There's 18 tracks on there, yeah. So if
Yeah,
you
there's
skip on
18
2,
tracks, yes.
That's still 16 tracks. I think
I'm
that's
listening.
Still,
Nah, man.
that's still
Every tune get
getting
played.
I'm
sensation
with you on
album,
that.
I think, personally.
I'm with
I skip a whole lot now.
What? You're a fool.
SWV release.
What about
Yes, you can't skip none on that.
skip none on
What
that.
about
Actually, the
Raphael?
slower
Listen
tunes
to
at the
it,
end.
exactly.
Nah, man. I'm gonna skip. No.
What about the Ray Ray album?
Nah.
Slow tune, bruv.
What about the Ray Ray album then, Raphael? You can't skip a track on that.
Hold on, let me think about this. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What?
Is this You Should Be
To
Here?
be fair,
Ray Ray album.
To be fair,
Is that the
I'm
one
with
You Should Be
Ash.
Here?
I'm with Ash.
Yeah. No,
The
that's
Ray,
one
the
before
Ray,
that.
the Ray Ray
Oh,
album
I
I
don't know
can.
the
Instant Vintage I can't.
Instant Vintage, I love it. I can
Yeah,
play
Instant
Vintage
Vintage can
is
play from start to finish.
There's tracks I got to skip on there too.
Instant Vintage.
There's at least
Actually, different, man.
every
Yeah.
album. There's at least one track I don't like on.
Is there not a Jay-Z album you can play front to back?
No,
None of
Not even the first album.
not even that album. There's one
Wow.
I don't like on there. I think it might have been with that girl. What's her name?
I'm feeling it.
No, Feeling It's hard.
What girl?
Is she not on one of the tracks? No, I can't remember which one though. But there's one I don't like on there.
Wow.
But that album's one
Oh,
of my
Foxy
favourite
Brown.
albums of all
Ain't
time.
no, that's the only female on there, isn't it?
It might have been not with a female then, maybe. I need to go through. I have to go through the album and tell you which one. That's the way
There's
I-
albums I know
There's
that I
albums
like.
I can play
And I can
start
play
to
start to
finish.
finish. Missy Super Duper Fly get
Yeah.
played from start to
Yes.
Yeah.
finish.
He's starting to regret saying that now,
Yeah,
innit?
of course. There's gonna be tracks on
What
there.
tune
I
you
don't like.
skipping then?
What? The Super Duper Fly?
Yeah.
Oh my god, should I need to go through all the things right? Just to show you?
That's your thing. There's nothing on
Yeah.
that. Even the slow tunes on that.
Exactly, that's it.
Is that Crazy Feelings on that one, or is it
Crazy,
what's the slow song on that album?
Crazy
Super
Feelings
Duper?
is on that. I'm sure it is.
Is it on there?
Is it on that one?
Nah, it's not. It's on the next one.
Is
Crazy
it?
Feelings. I can't remember what the slow tune is on
I'm
that
sure,
one.
man. I'm disappointed you said that.
That means like I'm surprised. Like you don't fully appreciate music then in that case.
Dude, but it's just,
I can understand if it's an
I
album
can't
for the
even
last
think.
5-10 years. 'cause
Yeah, that's
albums
that
are
I
made
can
different.
understand.
Yeah.
I can
But
understand that.
back
made
then,
differently, but
back
albums were
then-
made and you would just
Album-
listen for it.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
didn't skip.
yeah, but I having not liking one track on the album. What's the big deal? I don't.
Yeah,
really
no,
see
but
the
you're
problem
saying
is
you're
it's like-
skipping that. You're skipping the track because
Yeah,
you
I
don't
was
want to
skipping
hear it.
because I don't
And you're
like
saying
it.
there's no album that you can listen to that you don't like the whole album to.
I like
That's
the
a big
old album.
statement,
There's
you know?
a difference between. I said that there's one or two tracks that I don't like on the album.
Yeah.
but I
means you
still
don't like
like
the
the
whole
album.
album,
Huh?
So you don't like the whole album then? do
That's
you?
what I'm saying. You don't like the whole album.
Well, I like 99% of the album. Then Jesus Christ.
Listen,
Nah, man. If there's two,
Listen,
if there's
there's
two
two
tracks on
songs,
there,
yeah,
that's,
that's-
that's about 80%, no, 80 90%. Yeah, ain't no 99%.
I said one or two, so it could be one. Yeah,
If it's one, I still
Oh,
give 10%.
Yeah.
there's still 90%,
What about,
in it?
Biggie Ready to Die?
Still,
Still.
yes.
Okay.
No matter what album
I
you
feel
come with.
like there are a lot of albums I can't listen to all the way through, but there's definitely
There's
There's
definitely
more-
albums.
definitely
Exactly.
a solid amount
There's
that I can
definitely
listen
things
to.
I
album,
definitely
man.
can listen to all the way through.
Yeah. I can't.
But do
can't
you notice
understand.
he looked at his Missy Elliott album and he didn't come back
He
and
didn't
say
come back
shit.
and
come
say
back.
I
he
have to
knew
listen to
there was
the
no
album.
tune. He looked at the whole album and thought,
After-
why? I can't see
I like
that.
what you did, you know, yeah.
I have to listen to the album, but when we finish it, I'll go through and then see if I find the one.
What was the Missy album with the Eminem tune on it?
That's the second one.
The second
Yeah.
one, innit?
The Real
What-
World.
The Real World,
Real
yeah.
World, yeah.
That
Before-
album.
Big
Before we
album.
break up, finish up, the versus battles. You lot hear the latest about versus, the Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes is called for T.I., ain't he?
Yeah,
Has he?
yeah, he dropped for T.I.
Have you seen T.I.'s response?
Yeah, he's
I
not
watched it this
gonna do
morning.
it.
So T.I. is basically saying, and I understand where T.I. is coming from.
I don't. I don't.
T.I. saying, what is the point in me, like, trying to battle you when you was in
Leaders in New School.
Yeah, Leaders
Yeah.
in New School. So he said,
Yeah.
you're going back from that far. He said, like, I'm coming into the game kind of like at a later stage. He said, someone like you and LL Cool J could battle because obviously LL Cool J was from around that time kind of thing. So he's basically saying, like, you know, you're going to have more kind of
yeah,
to
but-
say. So I understand what T.I. saying because obviously T.I. and 50 came out around the same time, didn't they? Or roughly around the same time? They
I
had
think
albums
T.I.
come
came
out
out before him.
Or they had albums come out at
T.I.
the same
first
time?
album was 2001. And 50 had that How to Rob in like 2002 or something like that.
Okay.
didn't it? So
Yeah, so he's saying, so basically saying that's why we could battle, but like he's saying Buster like should be battling someone like LL or someone like around that time.
yeah, but that's
Correct.
like what's Stormzy going? Nah, you've been around for longer than me. I can't battle you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't like that.
That's a good. That's a
But
good
I think
point.
the perfect battle for Busta Rhymes. Actually, what do you think is a good battle for Busta Rhymes? I think I won
Meth.
this one. Method Man.
Nah, I don't know. You know,
Method Man.
I think
Meth
Meth
would be
I think-
good.
I think Meth might smoke it.
What? Buster's hard, you know.
I know Bust's
Crazy.
hard.
Buster's hard. The
listen,
thing is,
I know
I
Bust's
love,
hard.
I love,
Crazy.
I love Meth.
I love
I love
Method Man.
Meth.
I love Method Man.
Buster
Man, his
was a
flow's
battle
so
rapper, weren't he?
Yeah, I
Didn't he
know.
used to like? Didn't he battled like Biggie and Jay-Z and people as well?
don't know.
You know what I mean?
Meth
So
gets
I know
smoked,
Busta
bro.
Rhymes
I
got
know
hits
what
though.
you're talking
yeah.
He got hits.
I don't know about smoke though, but I think he'll lose.
He's smoking.
I don't know about
Who's a better
smoke,
battle
Meth-
then? What's a more fair battle than that?
For Busta Rhymes? I don't know.
I was honestly seriously thinking about this. I think it's hard to find anyone who's from his era and that can go hit for hit. There's not.
They
no
can't.
one.
No.
But I think the
That's
best
Busta,
matchup for me would be Redman.
Yeah, I can agree with
Redman's
that.
got same kind of hits,
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
same era.
Yeah.
They work together a lot. I think that he would lose, but I think that
He'll lose, yeah.
he's gonna lose. I think anyone you
Yeah.
put against Busta's gonna lose.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Maybe DMX.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
that'd be
But
a
DMX
sick
is
Good
battle.
battle, you know.
That'd be a
DMX has already
sick
done it.
battle.
He's already done it. Who did DMX do again? Was that Snoop? That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he
Oh,
did. He did.
Bye bye,
Yeah.
Snoop.
DMX for me, yeah.
I think that'd be a good battle.
That'd be a good
Yeah,
one.
that would be a good battle.
That's too late.
Definitely. Nah.
DMX has got hits.
DMX
man.
got hits
Like,
as well. Exactly.
More hits
That
than
would,
Busta Rhymes.
that would be
Sure,
a
that's
very
right.
good battle. But
DMX ain't right in the head, boy.
Busta's
I know.
just.
Come on, so fuck that.
Busta's album come out this month, innit?
I loved it.
Next
one.
one.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. We're done. Where the Keys At podcast is out for the week. Been a good show. If anyone wants to get in contact with the show, this is the man right here.
Holler the producer.
Holla at Leroy. In the next couple of weeks, we've got a few more residents about to come and make their debuts on the show, so look out for that.
And if there's any new up and coming local businesses that have products and stuff that they'd like to kind of get on the show, like, you know, if you're producing drinks or food or stuff and you want us to sample it, you know, holler us and we'll,
Yeah, man,
we'll
like
get it on there.
cakes, innit? We
Yeah.
like cakes.
Cakes.
Cakes and
Dairy free,
drinks.
yeah.
Drinks,
Egg-free.
food,
Huh?
anything. Yeah. Some of them have to
Oh,
do
about that
dairy-free,
vegan
though.
thing, man. Anything's good.
That's fine. The vegan stuff we'll take. That's fine. Dairy stuff, Leo will have to take. But you know,
I'll
it's all
deal
good.
with it.
It's all good.
Where the Keys At, we're out.
Peace.
Peace.